Okay, Mr. Bon Jovi, there's something out there called the NASDAQ Crypto Index. It tracks Bitcoin and Ethereum and a bunch of smaller coins that no one cares about. And it declined last year. I think it was a double-digit percentage. Crypto is supposed to be digital gold. It's trading like, I don't want to say digital doo-doo. I'm trying to keep it classy. But it's sitting out the big debasement rally in metals. What's going on?
Well, I mean, it's tough to really know, but I think people have gravitated toward precious metals and the real gold rather than the digital gold. But I actually think that crypto, I mean, Bitcoin in particular, is worth a look right now, around 90,000 right now, out of favor. And stocks like MicroStrategy, which was one of the hottest stocks at 24, one of the worst stocks at 25. So I would take a look at that ticker MSTR, as well as some of the preferred stock that they issued, like STRC, yielding about 10% plus right now.
Yeah, crypto is hard. You know, there is that argument of debasement and things like that. But, you know, it's not really tied to anything. You know, our colleague Jack Denton has been writing about a crypto winter with, you know, Cantor and Investex and brokerages basically saying, you know, fear can feed on itself in crypto. And of note, there is a large concentration in bets with like Bitcoin going to 60,000, down another 33%. So I would just caution that people should at least look at the technicals on Bitcoin and make sure it holds 90.
I'd say that one of the bull cases, they're not making much more Bitcoin. There only will be about 21 million Bitcoin outstanding. There's 20 million now, so very little creation. So there could be some scarcity value to Bitcoin.
Between the two of you, I'm cheered and terrified. I'm going to take the average. Okay, now to this week's stock picks from Barron's Investor Circle. Megan, let's hear about a pick.
So my colleague Todd Chenko is really bullish on Millicom, and this is a cellular play. It's really an interesting one. They're big in South America, so this is all of those countries that don't include the big smartphone players, and they're bringing on Colombia, Uruguay, Ecuador. This is one of those things. They've got big subscriber base and a lot of free cash flow.
Al?
Yep. Shout out to our colleague Andrew Welsh. Schwab, 18 times earnings, had a good 2025. And build on that momentum in 2026, forgot the year. And it has scale advantage, 11.8 trillion in customer assets, up 15% year over year. They bought Forge, one of these platforms that will trade private market companies like SpaceX. So lots going right at Schwab.
Okay, Megan, Al, Andrew, great ideas, and thank you. To read more, check out this week's edition at barrons.com. Don't forget to follow us on X, @Barrons Online, for the latest Barrons updates.